Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XLM. And you know, I haven't done an XLM video in quite some time, but today was the perfect day to do it. Because all eyes were on XRP pumping, but people seem to forget XLM pumps with XRP. Forget gold, forget stocks, forget real estate. The real moneymaker is right here. XLM is the future, and the future is now. Don't be left behind. Get on the rocket ship before it's too late. I always tell people, you know, if you ever want to get invested into gold or real estate, first start in crypto. Get the massive gains from some of these cryptocurrencies. And then when it comes time to cash out, instead of cashing out into US dollars, maybe cash out into gold or silver, or maybe get invested in real estate. Because, you know, the US dollar, it seems like a sinking ship. And I'd rather put my money into something that's going to grow wealth over time. This is the reason why while everyone was spreading FUD on XLM, I stayed grounded in what I know. XLM will be working side by side with XRP, moving money around the world. You know, whenever people were FUDding all over XLM, and it comes up time to time, remember when people were saying they were no longer partnered with IBM and other people were saying it's a dead crypto? I stayed focused because I know XLM is part of the future. It's a sleeping giant partnered with UN and World Economic Forum, MoneyGram, member of CFTC Advisory Committee with BlackRock and JP Morgan. Ukraine, CBDC, built on Stellar, USDC and EURC on Stellar.org. Jed McCaleb is partnered with Elon Musk, Vast, Space Stations, and SpaceX. You know, Stellar is so well positioned all around the world already. They have rails in every single country for XLM to run on. And you know, I always invest in what the elites are looking at. This way I know I'm guaranteed to get rich. And let's get back to that MoneyGram partnership. SEC allows Ripple to work with MoneyGram. SEC sues Ripple so MG can't work with them. Stellar.org, almost the same tech, but can work with MoneyGram and doesn't get sued by the SEC. Stellar.org, MoneyGram, and CirclePay work together now. I was born at night, but not last night. It seemed like that all had to happen for a reason. And you know, wherever XRP is, XLM is there as well, and vice versa. These two cryptocurrencies are working together. Danelle Dixon explains how 1.7 billion are still unbanked, with stablecoin regulations on the cusp of becoming a reality through MiCA. Stellar is working hard to get their anchors on off-ramps ready for deployment. You know, everybody wants to know when the new financial system is going to go live. Everybody wants to know when that flip of the switch moment is going to happen for XLM and XRP. It's going to happen when every single person in the world has access to a bank account. Ripple's putting rails in place and Stellar is putting rails in place right now, making sure that everyone has a level playing field, so no one is left behind. Once that 1.7 billion are banked, that's when everything will happen. The flip of the switch moment will happen. Here's Novati Group Limited CEO and Managing Director Peter Cook on partnerships with Ripple and Stellar. Like I said, they have a lot of the same partnerships as well. Take a listen.
In terms of partnering with Ripple and Stellar, I mean, they are two of the major networks. We've been able to work with them and be a major partner of theirs in Australia. And I think that goes to a lot of the success of Novarti is that we can work with these global companies and bring through significant commercial deals.
So how do you see this impact on your revenues?
Melissa, for the next year, at the least, we'll have revenues will be a number of the payments from Ripple and Stellar for their grant programs that ameliorate our tech build costs and some of our marketing costs. As we start to monetize later this year, then we'll start to get transaction fees from the stablecoin service as well.
So you see how they're working with Ripple and Stellar. And you know, there's a lot of other companies that are working with Ripple and Stellar as well, other institutions. But yet people in the crypto space somehow think that Ripple and Stellar are fighting each other all the time. And again, Ripple and Stellar always has a seat at the table. So you see Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple, and you see Danelle Dixon of Stellar. They were present at today's roundtable meeting in Washington, D.C. That happened back on July 10th. But they have the seat at a lot of the same tables. Even if you go back to 2016, 2017, 2018, whenever there's a roundtable meeting around cross-border payments or remittances, Ripple and Stellar always have a seat at the table. Same as Ethereum, but better. Stellar smart contracts. Take a listen.
I'll just talk quickly about smart contracts. So we launched Sorobon smart contracts in February. We predated Ethereum, so we didn't have smart contracts from the start. But ultimately, after many years, went the smart contract route. And so we have a lot of the great Stellar classic features now combined with a fully complete network that you can do anything you want on, just like.
So you could do anything you want on Stellar, and most likely for a hell of a lot less money than Ethereum, because everything around Ethereum is expensive. Circle, USDC, and Stellar XLM both adhere to regulatory framework and ready for MiCA in December 2024. As MiCA comes out, a whole host of platforms can now utilize stablecoins and SDF's regulated platform to build. Take a listen to how game-changing MiCA actually is.
I think what's really cool, USDC is available today on 14 different blockchains. Stellar is one of 3 where EuroC and USDC are both available, which opens up a whole host of possibilities for instant, real-time, digitally native FX, which opens up a whole host of use cases and opportunities, especially as we move into a regulated future.
That's how game-changing regulations are. It gives a clear path forward for crypto, and it leads to mass adoption later. But people keep downplaying MiCA. Oh, don't worry, Tether's going to be fine. Tether's going to be gone because of MiCA. Ukraine is pushing to go cashless and making strides towards a digital CBDC development. Stellar XLM is on the forefront of development for the Ukrainian CBDC. Bullish on XLM. You ever take notice there's a lot of countries that are sending a hell of a lot of money to Ukraine. The US is one of them. The reason that this is happening is because Ukraine is not just in a war with Russia, but Ukraine is also a testing ground for cashless society, for CBDC. And they're using Ukraine to see how things are going to work in a much bigger country, like the United States. Goldman Sachs to launch tokenized projects, real-world assets, by end of the year 2024. Tell me what real-world asset projects you are looking at. Now, I wanted to show you this because everybody thinks that nothing's going to happen this year. Yet every single financial institution and bank is telling you 2024 is going to be a very big year for crypto. And it seems like the second half of the year, things are just going to boom all at once. BlackRock partners with Stellar Lumens. BlackRock, a $5 trillion investment giant, has partnered with Stellar Lumens XLM to explore new investment opportunities. The partnership aims to leverage blockchain technology for asset tokenization, cross-border payments, and new investment products. Like I've been saying all along, BlackRock is not here for Bitcoin. BlackRock is here for utility. They are here for tokenization. We are going to see a major shift with BlackRock as time goes on, and utility starts to rise, and tokenization starts to rise. Things are going to change very fast. Taurus platform for custody and digital asset issuance are now optimizing efficiency on the Stellar network, broadening the horizons for tokenization. So you see, integration with Stellar seamlessly aligns with Taurus' strategic growth as the blockchain has been optimized and built for asset tokenization. Our banking and non-banking clients can now benefit from reduced fees and fast transactions, optimizing efficiency across a variety of tokenization use cases, such as equity, debt, structured products, funds, tokenized deposits, and CBDCs. They also join in with Franklin Templeton, Wisdom Tree, and Circle as well that use Stellar for real-world asset tokenization. And even Franklin Templeton told you that Bitcoin is the biggest distraction away from the biggest disruption that's about to happen inside of crypto. That's all Bitcoin is a distraction. Stay focused on the real prizes inside of crypto. There's only a handful of them that can give you generational wealth. XLM is one of them. And it was very nice to see XLM moving with XRP once again. And that's what made me want to really do this video today. But I always have been watching XLM. Ever since I first got into crypto back in 2018, I started investing in XLM shortly after I got invested into XRP. And you know, if you look back to that time, everybody back then, they had a vision for where XLM was going. They always said it's going to be part of the new financial system. XLM is going to be moving the world's money. It's going to be moving money from person to person, person to government, government to person, and beyond. But it took vision back then. Today, you don't need vision anymore. It's clearly right there in front of you. All those rails, all those on-off ramps are rails that XLM is going to run on in the future. And if you invest in XLM now, you're still investing at rock bottom prices. But these prices are not going to be around forever. I stress that in every single video that I do because people, they somehow think that they still have time to get invested. All of a sudden, we're going to watch these cryptocurrencies take off, and they're going to leave a lot of people behind. If you're still sitting on the sidelines, listening to people telling you you have until 2025, the banks and financial institutions are telling you 2024 is the year. There's still, 5.5 months left to this year? They could be the biggest 5.5 months we have ever seen in crypto. Prepare now for what comes next, is what I'm saying. And like I always tell you, until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.